This is how we know we are in him. Whoever claims to live in him must live as Jesus did. And that last phrase maybe is what I want to focus on to close us out here. If we claim to be Christians, then we will live as Jesus did. And maybe the first thing that comes to your mind, at least the first thing that comes to my mind, is those old bracelets that people used to wear that said, "What would Jesus do?" You remember these bracelets? They're pretty good. The problem with them is Jesus was a first century Jew and living in Palestine, which means if you dropped him in 21st century Southern Ontario, there'd be a little bit of an adjustment period. So maybe a better question to ask yourself is, what would Jesus do if he were me? That's what the Christian life looks like. Because Jesus was a Jew, which is, I believe, none of us. He was a man, which only is half of us. He lived in Palestine, which is none of us. So what would he do, not if he were himself living here, but what would he do if he were you? What would Jesus do if he were a single mom? How would he live? What would Jesus do if he was divorced? How would he treat his ex? What would Jesus do if he was a parent of young children? If he was married with no children? If he was looking forward to the end of his life? If he was looking at retirement and looking at his bank accounts? If he was looking at where he should live? If he was looking at what kind of job would be the best for him? What would Jesus do if he were you? That's a better question to ask. Because it forces me to then think, okay, my Christianity physically lived out needs to be in line with who Jesus is and what he's done. So if we claim to know him, we will live like him, or at least like how he would live if he were us.